Let's talk about friendships. Let's talk about how hard it is finding your tribe, and how do you find your tribe, and then how do you cultivate your tribe, and how do you support your tribe?
And I say this to my daughters, there's friends and there's people you smile with. And you have to learn the difference. Sometimes other people see things that you don't pick up or see. And it's not for you to throw them down, but it is for you to pay attention.
Yes.
To really be able to tell that deep down stuff that you hold in for fear of
Judgment.
That's when you know it's your friend. Right? When
Or have to know where you came from to understand where you are now.
This is Legra.
This is Stephanie.
this is Cherie.
And this is Ivania. And this is Timeless and Unfiltered, where we are spilling the tea on midlife, one laugh at a time.
This is Timeless and Unfiltered. This is Legra.
This is Stephanie.
This is Cherie.
This is Ivania.
We spilling the tea, y'all.
One laugh at a time, baby.
We spilling the tea.
Hilarious.
Ooh, we're trying to have 4 old women
It's okay.
with attention spans of 2-year-olds.
2-year-olds. 2-year-olds.
On the couch. Oh my goodness. Well, we finished our first episode, y'all. How you feel?
It was
Good.
great.
How you feel?
Great. Hope everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
back.
Right.
Yeah, just setting up. We were just setting them up for, what's to come. But this episode, let's talk about friendships. Let's talk about how hard it is finding your tribe, and how do you find your tribe, and then how do you cultivate your tribe, and how do you support your tribe, all those different things. But as a matter of fact, I think let's start off with our caller this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm throwing our EP for a little loop. Okay. Let's start off with our caller this time, because I think I
wait.
listened.
Hold up.
I know, right? I listened to a couple different ones, and this one kind of just resonated with me. That kind of said, you know what? Let's talk about this, and then we can go from our discussion from there.
Okay.
Y'all cool with that?
Sounds good.
Topic: how to celebrate each other's successes without insecurity. I love celebrating success. It's a powerful act of sisterhood. It really shows maturity and emotional intelligence to lift each other up rather than feeling threatened or insecure by someone else's accomplishment. Everyone's journey is unique, and we never know what they're overcome to get where they are. Their blessings don't take away from yours. They just add to the beautiful diversity of success in the world.
I love that.
I like that.
I love that.
All right.
I
Did y'all
love
like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Did y'all like that? So I thought that kind of set the stage for our discussion today. Because I'm sure we've all had friendships or people we thought were our friends who were competing with you or that little envious of you. And and Sharice I'm going to use Sharice as our little guinea pig today. Sharice is one of the qualities I love about you is you are always happy for other people's successes.
Love that.
Or other people's wins. Small wins, big wins, little wins. You're going to come in with some flowers. You're going to make that phone call. You're going to send that text. How can I support you? That's one of the things that I absolutely love about you. And I do. I'm not just saying that. I love that about you. And that's not, you do that for me, but I see you do that for everybody. And I think we have to remember, because she is such a giver, that you got to make sure that we're pouring back into you and back into you. So how do you, I guess that's just part of your personality.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, honestly, right? But it's something that I didn't have. As just a young girl, I have cousins, love them dearly. They are my sisters, right? But transitioning to Atlanta years ago and landing here with my family being back at home, that was something that I wanted. And so somewhere along the line, I thought, if that's what you do, that's what you get back.
Shouldn't be.
Not necessarily so. And so I was hurt a lot in friendships, just expecting more than, you know, they say that expectations is the root of suffering. You know, that really is a true story. But as I started to mature and understand what friendships should look like, because I started getting people in my life, right? And friendships outside of us, right? Although we're doing so much now, I know they're like, are you still my friend?
Right.
But
It's just busy. You're just busy.
we're just busy, but that's when you know your friends, because they appreciate what
They
you're
know what
doing,
you're
but you
doing.
can still pick up any second and you just go back to the way it was, you know. It's hard, but I think you have to learn discernment. And it took a lot for me to learn discernment, because I was just getting robbed of everything in me and still trying to do and do and do, until we talked about it, sitting down, sitting with yourself, being quiet, and really starting to understand, okay, this person is for me. This person's not trying to use me. This is my friend. And I think we use the terms friend very loosely. And I've learned, and I say this to my daughters, there's friends and there's people you smile with. And you have to learn the difference. And so, like, y'all are my friends. And so when people are your friends and you consider them friends, then you take all your walls down.
Yeah.
And you say, y'all know we have conversations. That's why we're here. Some
Bear
of
it
the
all.
things that we talk about.
Bear it all.
It took me years to be
Yeah, to
able to
get here.
tell,
Talk about certain
to
things.
really be able to tell that deep down stuff that you hold in for fear of
Judgment.
That's when you know it's your friend,
Right.
right? When you can do those things. And even still, I had a friendship that broke up. Not, you know, remember some years ago, and everything we talked about in our friendship, they told to somebody else.
That's why,
Yeah.
It was like,
that's so important not
So
to do
then
that.
that makes, were they ever truly your friend?
Yes.
no,
Right.
I don't
Couldn't have
think
been.
so.
Wouldn't do that. Couldn't have
That's
been.
how you have to move back, because
Gosh.
even if y'all decide to go separate ways, things that happened for whatever reason,
Yeah.
things that happen
Stays in our
inside of
friendship.
that should always just stay in that space.
Yeah.
Does that
so
affect how
terrible.
you view friends now, or does that affect how you gain new friends now, or how you view people now?
No, it's almost like any type of relationship. I don't take what happened in one and take it to the other. I start fresh in a new, and I really don't have, because that's trauma. So I don't have trauma behind it. I just know what it is, and I pay attention. That's just being more intentional in my friendships. But when we drop our walls, you know, that's when that's when I know, oh yeah, this is my girl. We gonna be together for a long time. But I think you have to have those things in place, no matter what you're doing in life.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah. How hard is it in developing friendships at this stage of life?
I feel like it's harder because a person will have to know where you came from to understand where you are now. I'll meet people now that feel like, oh, she's just a lot. And it's like, you don't know where I came from and how I got to this point. So you don't get it, you don't understand. So I think it's harder. I do make acquaintances, but I don't bear all. I'm not very vulnerable. I'm cordial. Hey, yeah, I'll hang out with you and everything like that. But at this stage, I don't feel like running my whole life history down to you. It's just like, I'm gonna keep my circle that I have. But I welcome new people in, but I don't know how close I'm gonna get to you. And I like making new acquaintances because I'm always trying to network and connect and plug people. That's my thing. So I talk to a lot of people. But as far as you like really in my circle, like, yeah.
So to smile with.
Yeah, someone to smile with.
But if you think about it, we all met each other late in life.
We did.
You did.
But what I realize, who you are, I know you wouldn't have trash people around you. I trust your level of discernment, who you're going to have around you. So if you introduce me to people, I know they good people. I know they ain't full of shit. I do. So I trust that in you. And I think you can make relationships later in life if it's through a mutual friend and you know that friend don't tolerate crap off of people and they're not around negative people, then I think it may be easier. I still may not be able to get everything because it's like, you just got to be around me for another 10 years here. Everything that went on. But yeah. So yeah, that did work.
So you just
trust
assume,
your discernment.
You assume she okay because she
I
around
do,
me.
yeah, and yeah, because I know you ain't gonna have no bullshit around you.
That's true. That's a good point.
It
okay.
is.
I
Y'all know she ain't gonna have no
appreciate
chatty jealousy. Like she's not gonna have. And we all see that with each other. Like we're genuine. We're like, no. Hey girl. We have more similarities than not. So yeah.
And you know, I'll tell you, y'all know,
real
I will
quick.
tell you.
Yeah, like
I'll be like, listen,
now.
I'm not coming around.
Right.
I'm not feeling that.
I don't like that person. Yeah.
But we talked about that earlier in the first one where you have to be able to pick up the phone and be able to call your friends and they get it and they receive it and love it. And I know that, but it's like, sometimes other people see things that you don't pick up or see. And it's not for you to throw them down, but it is for you to pay attention.
Yes.
Because people that love you are going to pay attention to who's around you.
And help you out. You guys have been so great in my life. I just want to say that. Y'all
don't start crying,
I'm
Stephanie.
You guys really have. Okay, next.
She's like, get it off me. Get it off me so I don't cry. Get it off me so I don't cry.
I'll say I've been very cautious in the latter years of making new friends. I always felt, well, let me back up. My mom and her best friend have been best friends since they were 10 years old.
Oh, that's dope.
And they're still best friends and they're total opposites, but they are like sisters.
I love
So I haven't seen my mom bring in a lot of new friends over that time. So me and my best friend, we've been best friends since 10th grade. So I've always been cautious of bringing people in. And I felt like at this age, why would somebody want to be my friend? I feel like either they're trying to get something from me or use me for something. I've been very cautious of women. But I will say this relationship has proven that I can let the guard down.
Because I was going to say, what made you let us in?
Well, somebody told me about you and somebody who I really value their opinion.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember Gwen.
When
I wanted to get in travel.
I do.
And I love, she's one of the smartest people I know. So I know, like I said, she don't mess with bullshit. So yeah, and then
I must be fabulous.
Listen, you are now. You are now.
you hang around
I must be,
people.
I must be fabulous.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have my head floating and stuff in a minute. Like,
And I think God kind of ordered the steps too. So God kind of put this together for us, and I see that now where the things that we're doing now are reaching out to everyone and doing things that I didn't think I never even imagined, and things that I need that I didn't know I needed. So. Now I'm open to friends, but I'm still, I do have discernment.
Yes.
I'm still a little cautious, but I'm not as, what you want?
Guarded.
Get
And
away
then
from
I've
me.
actually had to let go of some friends too, because or people who I thought were friends, I felt like I was always competing with, and I didn't know it was in a competition, but I'm always competing with this person. So I've let some of that go.
Sometimes it's the little remarks.
Little thing, like all the time.
And that they'll try to play it as like it was a joke, or they try to say it funny or something. Or you have that friend, like I used to have a friend who, we call it the truth juice. So when they started drinking a little bit, they would make little remarks and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, you know what?
You
she
a
really
stone
don't
cold
like
hater.
me.
Yeah, stone cold hater.
Why is she around me? She really don't like me. So I think we do tend to be more guarded. A lot of us do have friends that you've had for like years and years and years and stuff. And it is harder to make friendships. But I think part of it too, it's kind of harder for us to make friendships because our social lives are very guarded or very small.
Limited.
But again, when we were younger, there was a lot of activities for us to do and places to meet people, and you could go out and you get some phone numbers. You done gave your phone number out, and so even with females, like we need to connect, we need to hook up, we need whatever. But because there's not a lot of social things that cater to our demographic, we don't get to meet people as often as we do. So we have to go online, and I hear that's a whole nother story. And you start meeting, but that's going online for dating.
Oh, so we online looking looking for friends.
No.
Find a friend.
Right.
Find a friend.
Well, but they do have. I am in like a couple.
Meetups.
Yeah,
They
they got
do meetups.
meetups.
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
And they usually cater around some sort of
Commonality.
whether it's fitness. They have fitness meetups, and I keep telling myself there's a couple of fitness meetups I might want to go and try at some point.
Okay.
Not yet. But yeah, we have to think we're not in those social settings anymore and everything. So, we got the backyard barbecues and all that, which just tends usually to be a circle.
Invite a friend.
Unless a
You'll
friend
meet some
brings friends, you don't usually get a lot of new friends that come around. Well, how well do y'all think we know each other?
I think we know each
Yeah,
other.
I don't know. I feel like we're still trying to learn. I think I know a little bit more about you. I think. But you surprise me. Sometimes you say some stuff and I'll be like, Reese?
And what? And like, what?
I'm so private. I can't even believe I'm doing this.
Yes, right.
I'm so private that it's just like, oh my God, like what, Lekra?
What you done pulled me into?
Because one of the things with Sharice is she'll be like, "What? Like, you ain't leaving me. Where you going? What you doing?" So when I said I was doing it, that's probably what she did. And now that she's here, she's like, "Oh wait, y'all want to know what? I gotta tell my business. I gotta." Yeah, that's what we doing.
Okay.
That's what we doing. I feel like we're still getting to know Ivania.
Yeah.
I'm getting to know Ivania too. So,
Join the club.
I'm getting to know Ivania a little bit. And the funny thing is, I've known Stephanie for years and years and years and years and years and years. We went to the same high school, but we weren't friends in high school. I'm a little bit older. a little bit. I'm a little bit older than her. So we went to the same high school. I was raised in Ohio, Akron, Ohio. She moved into Akron, and for her, it wasn't as great of an experience.
Terrible,
right? Which we gonna tear that wall down for you too, boo. We gonna tear that wall down for you too.
go into the light.
Right? Go to the light. Come back out. Come back out.
I'm back.
So we've known each other a long time, but this is the first time in our lives, like in our 40s, I would say that we have started to become friends. Okay. Like we knew each other, but we weren't friends.
I always thought you guys went to school together. Okay.
Well, I'm 55. Thank you. And I think
I heard about her because her and
I was
another
the
friend.
shit.
Yeah, I heard
In
about
high school.
them. Yeah.
I was the shit in high school.
They were like, they were those girls.
But let me back that up because it was some of those girls in high school and it was some of those girls.
No, like athletic, like cold, like that.
Yeah, we played sports.
Positive, they were like champs.
Sports and brainiacs.
Yeah.
Okay.
In school.
That's a good combination.
Yeah. Well, our coach required it.
Yeah, they had a positive reputation.
Yeah, our
They
coach
preceded
required
it.
it.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
she's just like, I love it. Well, let's play a quick little game. Let our EP bring something. We're gonna see how well we know each other. I'm gonna make a statement or a question, and you're gonna write your answer, and we're gonna fold it in half, and then we're gonna fold it in half again. Okay, so they all look the same, so we can't tell whose is whose. And then one will pick from the bowl, and you have to guess who said what.
Okay.
So you're gonna guess who said it and why you think they said it, and then the person that said it will explain why they answered it that way. Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Y'all ready?
Ready.
We just doing 2, 3.
Oh, I don't know. No more than 3.
Yeah,
No
it's
more than
3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
If I
that's
could
right.
go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? Nobody Ain't nobody writing. Come on now, y'all. I'll give y'all some theme music. If you could change one thing,
Shit.
what would it be? Fold it in half and then fold it in half again. Come on, Stephanie. I don't see that pen moving.
It's moving.
Let's see who said what. Let me get the little bowl over here. We'll put it in the little bowl.
Damn these questions.
Let's get the little bowl. Let's get the little bowl. Country music.
Hold down.
Ooh, well look, we don't need YouTube trying to take our stuff down for copyright.
Right.
So I'm making up my own music. I'm making my
That's
own
some
music.
icy box. They're gonna take us down.
Okay, so I'm gonna mix it up.
so familiar.
Mix it up. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Reese's going first. If you pick your own, just put it back.
Okay. To be more outgoing in college and high school.
Vanya. Jesus.
I'm trying to like.
Why everybody say Vanya?
Oh, she's a precious
Now, why
quiet
Vanya?
babe.
Why you think Vanya said that?
Because that's what we talk about. That's kind of not high school and college, but just getting yourself out more and being more expressive. So using your voice. So that sounds like you.
Yeah, I think if I started then, I wouldn't be as quiet as I am as an adult. In high school, well, because I'm from Mounts Corner, South Carolina. Well, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I moved to Mounts Corner. And then I moved to Atlanta. So I was like in 10th grade when I moved here. So I didn't know anybody. It was totally different. I was a new kid, but it was different for me, a new kid back in South Carolina, because these kids are different.
Yeah.
And so I kind of kept to myself. And I remember one of my friends I met, I was sitting on the bench of the basketball team. We both just started becoming friends because we were both quiet. And then in college, I was a little fast. I had a baby. So I couldn't go out.
A little fast.
Okay.
So I didn't go out as much and enjoy. I didn't have like the college experience, but I had a great experience, but not the college experience. So I didn't get to go out and have the fun. So I think that's kind of followed me into being an adult. Like I'm not as loud and as boisterous as some of my friends.
Keep hanging around, girl. Keep hanging around. Keep hanging around, girl. Oh, I done threw one out. Hold on, that one looked different than that one. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go.
Right.
Cracking me up.
Okay, who said what?
Wait a minute, I can barely see it. I would not.
I love it. Sharice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I was like, I would not what? I was waiting for you to
She
finish.
wouldn't change anything.
It's like I wouldn't change anything because where I am today,
Is where you're supposed to
the experiences that I had to go through to get here, I learned a lot. Not all of them were good, and I won't even say worth it, but I'm here and I'm happy.
Yeah.
But to go back and do something over again, the unknowing,
Yeah.
that wouldn't work for me. So I would.
Dang, that was a good one. I should have said that. Dang, that was good. That was good, girl. Okay, here you go, Steph. If you pick your own, just put it back. It ain't too hard to figure out who said what, right?
Yeah, right. I would marry later in life. Legra.
Yes.
By process of elimination. But why?
I got married at 22, straight out of college. And at 22, you think you've grown. And you think you know everything. And it's not till later that you realize you didn't know a damn thing. I wasn't grown yet. And I just think I needed to probably get to know myself, and I probably wouldn't have evolved so late in life.
Okay.
So I think if I hadn't come out, in college, I'm in love. We getting married, and then, then I was somebody's wife. And then I still didn't know who I was yet.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason.
Okay.
That's the only reason. He was a great guy, though.
Great guy.
And he gave me a wonderful,
Wonderful
sometime.
Wonderful baby.
Son. But yeah, but that's the only reason, just to get to know myself better sooner in life than later. So let me see. I don't know.
Who could this be?
Okay, now we already know that this is Stephanie, but I'm just going to warn everybody, there is no telling what she said. So let's see.
I know.
Okay. Turning down a relationship
With a baller.
with a baller. With a baller.
So it ain't
Okay,
too
you
late.
would have turned down a relationship with a baller. Okay, tell us what's going on.
Just for shits and giggles. I was always a fan of the Choose Your Own Adventure books. Because I tell you guys, I had a lot of time alone as a child. And so I read a lot. And I don't know if anybody remembers those Choose Your Own Adventures where you start the beginning of the book and they'll give you an option. They're like, well, if you want to go this path, go to page 4. If you want to go this path, go to page 2. So you just kind of would flip through the book and you would choose different adventures. And for me, that was the one thing, because this man, I had never had sex with him. I had never kissed him. I had barely hugged him. He was just the guy that would come in the club and talk to me all the time. And he went and brought me a house. He brought me a car, because he was an international basketball player back in the day.
Okay.
And he was just like, I really like this girl. And he just wanted to and I was like, no, I have someone that wasn't stud me at the time, but I just turned all that down. And his life took a turn after that. My life went a different direction. And I just always like, man, if I just would have, I don't know where my life would be in the ground. I love my children. I love my children, but it would have been different.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn.
So what page did you pick and what path did you end up going down?
To not do that and stick with the motherfucker that took me through a bunch of shit. No, he was a baller too.
Another baller? Okay.
I just went through a bunch of stuff. I just did. And then I needed to go through that to be where I am today. And that's just the path. I got my wonderful children and stuff of that sort.
How wonderful children.
I just went through a lot young because, again, I didn't know who I was.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he didn't know who he was. And we just started young, and it was just a mess. It was a mess. But I always be like, man,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
could have been a basketball wife and had all kind of money and businesses and
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I look at that. They don't make that sound very glamorous either.
They don't, but the way I would have stomped a hole in his ass, you would have did right by me, sir. Ask the last one. Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more. The most ridiculous or the most fun, the most adventurous thing I have ever done in my life is.
I'm so boring. So boring.
Well, you might have a boring answer. What's the most adventurous,
I'm scared.
most fun, most ridiculous, something we wouldn't expect of you? Is that too hard a question? Because y'all all look
Like, what?
something we wouldn't expect of you. Do I need to change my question?
I'm boring.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
boring.
Look, the quiet one over here.
She probably done
Answer.
parasailed and jumped off a cliff.
Okay, how about
Not
this?
yet.
Tell us something about you that we don't know, that we may not know.
I like the other question.
Come on, old ladies. Something about you. It could be something you like, something you've done, something. Tell us anything about you, something that we might not expect. See how well we know each other.
Learn today.
I say we're gonna learn today. How well do we know each other? Come on, friends.
That's so funny because I'm sitting here like, no, we know each other. That's
I know. Something that we might surprise each other.
okay.
See, I know that's yours because you folded it too many times.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, we going to Stephanie this time.
She's still rolling her shoulders.
All right, Stephanie. Who said what?
Oh, I'm a hopeless romantic. I am too. This is fun.
Vanya.
No. You laughing?
It's me.
Oh, baby, we done learned something. What?
I am a hopeless romantic. I am. I am.
Okay, that threw me off.
That's all of us all.
I can't be a hopeless romantic.
You don't show that
You
side.
I don't
You
because
don't.
I'm not in a position to show that side of me.
When
But
we
I
talk
am
about
a
getting married, you're like, oh, it can happen. So I'm thinking like, she ain't into it.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Ain't that something? We are really shocked America. We are shocked America.
I know, I wasn't
I
ready for that.
am.
God, I'm flattered. I know. I'm sorry.
I am a hopeless romantic.
That's so amazing. We have to talk about this later.
You said we gotta talk about this later.
So off camera conversation.
I'm not as hard and abrasive as people think I am. Look at abrasive.
I wanted to be a nail tech.
Sharice.
Wait a minute. Oh, you went to school to be a nail tech.
Oh shit. Girl. You They hooking us up.
Yeah.
I did
girl,
this.
look at
Yeah,
this.
so true story.
Who are you?
Who are you?
True story. If you want to know if I'm going through a breakup, I go to school. Every single time I get ready to go through a breakup, I go to school just
Tell them
because
occupy yourself.
to occupy my space. So at some point, I couldn't even tell you who it was, but I went to school to be a nail tech.
Wow.
And I actually did it for a while, part-time, but I had to leave because them goddamn issues and problems, hairdressers, nail techs, barber, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's a
oh
lot.
my God, I needed a therapist.
Oh, God.
I couldn't do it.
You
But
do
yeah,
her feet too?
yeah, you do it all.
I've never known that about you.
We just never talked about it.
I know. That's what's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Gets down to the final. Who didn't pick? Devon,
I
you
picked.
didn't
No,
pick?
I
Oh, you didn't pick?
Oh. I have an affinity for little shit. Stephanie always throwing them hands.
I told you.
When we talking and talk about what she going to, you just talked about the guy. just talked about the guy.
She said I got an affinity for
Yeah.
little shit.
I do, like miniature stuff.
Oh, for miniatures.
Yeah, like miniature stuff.
Oh, I thought you
Explain.
meant like taking little shit. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't know what you were talking about. Okay, go ahead.
Like,
Explain.
like just miniature stuff, like little teeny things. So I like there's this thing called mini brands that has like really little foods, and they have like fashion, like purses and shoes and stuff. And I just really like little. I have like buckets of little miniature stuff. And so I said, you know, as I'm getting older, my hobby now is I want like the doll houses, and I want to decorate them. They got like some cold like townhomes. And I was like, I want to create a whole little town in my basement of different houses to decorate them
that
like
little
on a
shit.
miniature
Okay.
scale. I just like, yeah, and people like will go to the store and pick up the little ball. They're in the toy section. And people will just buy me. They be like, meet up with me, girl. I got something for you. They call it my crack. And they're little mini brand balls. And I'm like, I lose my shit anytime somebody gives me one. So I just love
miniature
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, so neat.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know.
It's like my drug. I'm like miniature shit.
Okay.
And so they have the miniature fashions. So it has like the purses and the shoes and the little, and I'm like, I got these shoes. Like it is so freaking neat. I have to show y'all some pictures.
Yeah, we're going to have to see this. See, now we got to see this. Now, why do we know that about you? Okay, well, this one, it must be Ivania, right?
Yeah.
First of all, yo, we got to work on these
glasses.
handwritings. I want to jump out of a plane and skydive.
That's so scary. Oh, you're so adventurous.
The last question, I'm gonna say I zip line because I love zip lining.
I love
did
zip
that. I
lining.
did that. Yeah.
But I do want to skydive. I just can't find anybody to do it with me.
No, because we're black.
Go say yeah, because we black. We don't.
I would do it. It just
we don't do
depends
that.
on how
You can
you
put your
land
stuff
for
back
your
in.
knees.
Well, I want to do it tandem.
That's
I can't do it.
okay.
Yeah, so his knees or whatever. But
I'm just not
Yeah.
about to take no graveyard
I would do that.
chances.
In the
you
pen.
got a YOLO.
Graveyard chances.
That's
My
graveyard
nerves-
chances.
My nerves.
Oh,
be too
goodness. Okay, let me put that back over there on the table. I didn't want to make a big
bad. Cha-ching.
clink, 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 clink. Well, I guess there's some things we don't know about each
Right.
other. Hello,
I
Miss
know.
Nail Tech.
Right.
Can you do my nails now? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I need a feel.
We like, girl.
Look, I need nails, period.
Can you give me a pedicure?
I do pedicure.
They're a little crusty right now too, though. I'm just tell you, this heel. You had to get all
Yeah,
up
that's
in
just
there.
because you're getting ready to have your next procedure, and you need my help and stuff.
That's so
Oh, you see, didn't I say
I
how,
love
how
it. I
just
love it.
giving? She would
So,
just do
yeah.
anything.
But otherwise, no. Right.
I'm not doing that.
Otherwise, no. Well, I got to see this miniature thing too, because now you done got me stumped.
I'm gonna show y'all.
I can see you because well, I don't know if this is only episode 2. This is our fly girl. So her fashion and
I can see that.
Yeah, the fashion and all that, but also your interior design. So as she designed the set of everything that I can see you do decorating like houses and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna have to show
But to
y'all.
have buckets of miniature little stuff, I got to see this.
Yeah, y'all gonna be like, she's weird. I'm weird, but I love it.
Are there people in the little houses?
You got
too?
people too?
No, I don't have the houses yet because those bitches be like $350 just for the kit to build like the contemporary townhome. Then you have to buy all the miniature
you can buy
stuff.
kit houses?
Yeah. You could paint it and put the shingles and do the double pane windows, and it is so neat. So for me, I started out as a kid with the brown paper bags from school that they used to put our lunches in. I would save mine and bring them home and draw windows on them and cut out doors. And I had a whole little town. I would just turn the bags upside down and have them stand. But they were like a whole town of paper bags. Just as a kid, I've always just been into interior
Creative
design.
and-
And so I'm like, hey, now grown up, making money, I'm gonna start buying the actual houses. And people like, it's a big following. Cause my guy friend, he dogs me out and he's like, this is, when we're in the store, he's like, hey, you need something out the store? I'm like, yeah. And I go straight to the toy section and I just throw it. He say, this some type of damn woman I'm dealing with. And I just throw a bunch of balls in the cart and he's like, how many you getting? Don't worry about it. And I'm just throwing them all in the thing. And then, he's like, and I sit there and I open them and I like lose my shit. Cause you don't know what's in them.
balls?
You never know what's in them.
I have never seen this in my life.
It's just so neat.
We're gonna have to do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to call us the next time.
Yeah, it's so neat.
Because I have no clue what you're referring to.
I got it on my phone.
I don't know,
'cause
like, what's in the balls?
It's so neat.
Yeah.
It's so neat. You're not gonna be like, oh my God, but it's so neat.
Okay, we're gonna take your word for it. Like, okay, we're gonna take your word for it. We do have a caller. Oh no, we did our caller.
We started out.
That's that old
But
people
the guy
shit. That's that old people shit. That's that
Yeah.
old people shit. You can't
Yeah.
remember. We started off with our caller.
Okay, it's
Why don't you say
okay.
that's the squirrel went that
Squirrel.
way, that way.
That you don't remember. You don't remember. Well, this was good though.
It
Just
It was.
I still got to know about this miniature.
We're gonna do a Zoom so you can show us.
Yeah, I'm about to show y'all on my phone.
Oh, it's on your phone.
I be doing unboxings and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we're going to wrap this up because we got to go look at Stephanie's phone right now. This is Timeless and Unfiltered. I'm Legra.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Sharice.
I'm Ivania.
And we are here to spill the tea on Midlife.
One laugh at a time.
Bye, y'all. We got to go look at
Bye.
Stephanie's phone.